Part 113. I secretly got married to a super boss. Author, Dance Lightly. Chapter 1121. Chapter 1121 helps you realize everything you want in your heart. I have to say that Shenro analyzed her psychology thoroughly. What she was thinking was all correct. Yes, she hates Jiao Mian. She hates Jiao Mian. Since she was sensible, she has hated her half-sister. No, Jiao Mian is not her sister at all. She had wondered before why she couldn't be affectionate to the sister. Later, after Lin Huijin told her the truth, she finally understood. Jiao Mian is not her sister at all. There is no blood relationship between them. But she couldn't understand why Father Jiao treated a daughter who had no blood relationship with him better than his biological daughter. It made Jiao Mian seem like his biological daughter, and her daughter, who was really his biological daughter, had no blood relationship with him. She felt very unbalanced. Later on, Jiao Mian grew more and more beautiful, to the point of dazzling beauty. Coupled with the fact that she had excellent grades and was often praised by teachers at school, Father Jiao became more and more fond of her. Her biological daughter was left aside. The most hateful thing is that Jiao Mian also stole her first love. That was the first time that she fell in love with a boy. But when she mustered up the courage to confess to the boy, he said that the person he liked was Jiao Mian. He even handed her a love letter and asked her to give it to Jiao Mian. This is simply a great shame and humiliation for her. How could she not hate that Jiao Mian? So from then on, she would try her best to away anything Jiao Mian cared about. Seeing her silence, Shenro raised her lips and smiled again. As long as you are willing, I can help you realize everything you want. Don't you want to live a better life than Jiao Mian, and think better than her in every aspect? As long as you are willing to cooperate with me, listen to me, and do everything according to my instructions, I guarantee that soon, your life will be 100 times better than it is now. Your status will also undergo earth-shaking changes. Jiao Angzhen's eyes flashed, obviously she was moved by what she said. She clasped the edge of the table with one hand, holding back the excitement in her heart. What does Miss Shen want me to do? Answer me a question first. Shenro looked at her, her eyes flashing slightly. Is Jiao Mian not from the Jiao family? She has a different father and mother than you. Yes or no? Jiao Angzhen raised her head in shock. Shenro looked at her reaction and knew that she had guessed correctly. Her face couldn't help but darken, and the hand by her side clenched a little bit. She actually got it right. Jiao Mian is really not from the Jiao family. It seems that she is really not from the Jiao family. Shenro suddenly remembered the birthmark that Madame Bai mentioned, and leaned forward towards Jiao Angzhen, with an eager and excited look on her face. No matter how bad your relationship with Jiao Mian is, you have grown up together. Do you know that she has a birthmark on her body? Birthmark? Jiao Angzhen was stunned for a moment. Yes, birthmark. Shenro took a deep breath. Red birthmark. Have you seen such a birthmark anywhere on her body? Don't worry, think carefully. Jiao Angzhen looked at Shenro's anxious look, hesitated for a moment, and asked, Miss Shen, do you know who my sister's biological parents are? How did Shenro know that Jiao Mian was not from Jiao's family? Although Jiao Angzhen was confused about this, she was not particularly surprised. End of this chapter. I secretly got married to a super boss. Author, Dance Lightly. Chapter 1122. Chapter 1122. Where is that birthmark? From what Shenro said just now, it can be heard that she has already investigated Jiao Mian. With the power of the Shen family, it is not impossible to find out that Jiao Mian is not a member of the Jiao family. Regarding the birthmark that Shenro mentioned just now, Jiao Angzhen carefully recalled it, and her expression changed slightly. Because of the birthmark Shenro mentioned, she had seen it on Jiao Mian before. That birthmark is indeed red. And it grows in a very secret location. But how did Shenro know about this? Answer my question first. Does Jiao Mian have a red birthmark on her body? Jiao Angzhen was silent for a while and nodded, yes. Although Shenro was mentally prepared, when she heard this answer, her heart still thumped and her expression changed accordingly. Hand nails of the clenched hand dug into the palm. She bit her lip, and at that moment, an unspeakable anger rose in her heart. Jiao Mian actually has a red birthmark on her body. The thing she was most worried about actually happened. Why is this happening? Why the more she is afraid of something, the thing she fears will become a reality? Why is God so cruel to her? Why? With extreme anger, she bit a tooth mark on her lip. Her nails dug into her palms, and there were marks on her palms. When she spoke again, her voice trembled slightly. Where is that birthmark? If even the growth parts are the same, they are almost the same. Jiao Angzhen looked at her doubtfully, wondering why she was so excited. She told Shenro the location of the birthmark on Jiao Mian's body. After hearing this, Shenro's expression changed drastically. Even spilled a glass of water. Even when the coffee in the cup spilled onto her skirt and stained her expensive white dress, she seemed not to notice it. Miss Shen, are you okay? Jiao Angzhen took out a few pieces of paper from the paper box on the table and handed them to her, looking at her suspiciously. Miss Shen, your skirt is stained, do you want to wipe it off, one time? Shenro still had no reaction. After a few seconds, she slowly raised her head. When Jiao Angzhen met her eyes, she was startled. She was so frightened that she stammered, Miss Shen, are you okay? Shenro's eyes turned red. At first glance, it looks scary. Are you sure your sister really has a red birthmark on her body, and that the birthmark is in the place you mentioned? Yes, I'm sure. Jiao Angzhen nodded without hesitation. I've seen it a few times. Because the color of the birthmark is very conspicuous, it is not difficult to find. Miss Shen, the birthmark on my sister's body isn't it related to her real birth? Jiao Angzhen's face couldn't help but change as she thought about some of the things the private detective she had found out. Just 2 days ago, her private detective found out that the Bai family was looking for their little daughter who was left behind. The daughter of the Bai family left behind is the same age as Jiao Mian. The month of birth is the same. At that time, when the private detective told her this, Jiao Angzhen didn't think much about it. After all, looking at the entire Yunchinj, there are quite a few girls of the same age and month as the daughter of the Bai family. Jiao Angzhen has determined that Jiao Mian's biological parents are absconding criminals who committed crimes. End of this chapter. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. I secretly got married to a super boss. Author, Dance Lightly. Chapter 1123. Chapter 1123. How is this possible? She had worried about whether Jiao Mian's biological father and mother would be some great people. But she felt that the possibility of this was slim. How could that little Jiao Mian have such good luck? Even if her biological father and mother were really great people in the past, they must have done something to make them leave her. If you don't even want your own daughter, you must have committed something serious. Either he did something illegal or violated the law and fled abroad. Either he offended someone he shouldn't have offended, and had to leave his daughter behind in order to save his life. No matter what the reason was, her biological father and mother were definitely in a state of despair when they abandoned her. And they certainly didn't develop any more. Otherwise, he would have returned home long ago and picked up Jiao Mian. How come more than 10 years have passed and there is still no news at all? So when she asked someone to investigate Jiao Mianmian's biological parents, she wanted to find out who made Jiao Mianmian embarrassed. She never thought that Jiao Mianmian's biological father and mother would be very powerful people now. That little Jiao Mianmian cannot have such good luck. But what if that little Jiao Mianmian had such good luck? What if her biological father and mother are now very important people? As he thought about it, Jiao Angzhen's face became increasingly ugly. That little is very prosperous now. If she had a really powerful background, wouldn't she be far above her in the future? It's not completely certain yet, but we have some clues. So she must be replaced before her biological parents confirm her identity. She, Jiao Mianmian, will always have such a humble background. She cannot be the noble daughter of the Bai family. Even if she were, she would not allow her a chance to regain her identity. Ms. Shen, who could be my sister's biological parents? When Jiao Angzhen asked this question, she already had a guess in her mind. But she thought it was impossible. It's definitely not what she guessed. But while waiting for Shenrou's reply, she still held her breath nervously. Your people have already investigated the Bai family. You must have some idea in your mind. Shenrou looked at her eyes that widened instantly and said two words that even she herself was unwilling to believe or admit: Bai family. Jiao Angzhen looked shocked and said in disbelief, Bai family? Miss Shen, you said Jiao Mianmian's biological father and mother might be from the Bai family. Do you mean, she is the daughter of the Bai family who left behind, right? How can this be? Jiao Mianmian's biological father and mother are absconding criminals. How could it be the Bai family, one of the four famous families in Yunqing? That is a top wealthy family as famous as the Mo family, Shen family, and Yan family. If Jiao Mianmian is the daughter left behind by the Bai family, wouldn't her true identity be the same as the eldest daughter of the Shen family? If Jiao Mianmian becomes the daughter of the Bai family, no matter how hard she works in this life, she will never be able to beat her. Yes, Shenrou also said with a gloomy face and gritted her teeth, if she is indeed not from your Jiao family and has that red birthmark on her body, it is very likely that she is the daughter of the Bai family. Jiao Angzhen, what are you doing now? Do you know why I asked you out? Shenrou's eyes were cold, with hatred flashing in her eyes. If Jiao Mianmian is really the daughter of the Bai family, I will never let her be recognized by the Bai family. End of this chapter. I secretly got married to a super boss. Author, Dance Lightly. Chapter 1124. Chapter 1124, Becoming a in her hands. The Bai family should check it out soon. Before that, we must determine some things first. Jiao Angzhen was still in shock. She clenched her fingers. What are you sure about? Shenrou said coldly, word by word, make sure she is the daughter of the Bai family. How to be sure? I will arrange this matter. Then what does Miss Shen need me to do for you? What you have to do is very simple, and it will definitely benefit you without any harm. When Shenrou said this, there was a trace of reluctance in her eyes. She paused for a few seconds before continuing, once it is confirmed, Jiao Mianmian is the daughter of the Bai family, we must hurry up and let the Bai family recognize you as their daughter. Jiao Mianmian's eyes widened in shock again. Let the Bai family recognize me as their daughter? But this shouldn't be possible. If the Bai family wants to recognize their daughter, they must have to do a paternity test. How can I? I said, you just need to cooperate with me. When the time comes, I will arrange everything, including the paternity test you mentioned. Jiao Angzhen, once you become the daughter of the Bai family, your identity will be different from your current status. But it's a world of difference. If you become the daughter of the Bai family, you will have whatever you want in the future. When the time comes, how can Jiao Mianmian be better than you? Don't tell me that you are not moved. Shenrou looked at Jiao Angzhen's appearance with disdain in her eyes. She looked down upon people like Jiao Angzhen et al. If it weren't for the fact that she had to ask for help in this matter, she wouldn't be willing to deal with such a lowly person. These people from humble backgrounds are all extremely scheming. If Xiao Mian is like this, how much better can Xiao Angzhen be? Let someone like Xiao Angzhen become the daughter of the Bai family, it was really cheap for her. No matter how much she disliked Xiao Angzhen, it didn't matter as long as she could use her to deal with Xiao Mian and let her take advantage. Anyway, even if Xiao Angzhen becomes the daughter of the Bai family, she will still have to obey her in the future. Let the daughter of the Bai family become in her hands and obey her words. It will be much easier to do many things in the future. She had already weighed the pros and cons of this matter before having this meeting. Xiao Angzhen looked at her in shock and was stunned for a while before slowly coming back to her senses. She had a look of uncontrollable excitement on her face, and her heart was beating wildly. But my age. You don't have to worry about any of this, Shenro interrupted her directly. The age is easy to deal with, just have someone change it for you. The most important thing right now is to confirm whether Xiao Mian is the daughter of the Bai family. Also, you have to go back and do some work with your parents. They must also cooperate with you for this matter to be successful. I believe your parents are smart people, they will not stop their daughter from living a better life. Shenro looked at Xiao Angzhen's excited expression, smiled and stretched out a hand towards her. Angzhen, then I wish us a happy cooperation. Next time we meet, maybe I will call you Sister Bai. Xiao Angzhen looked at her blankly, and after a few seconds, she slowly stretched out her hand. Her hands were trembling and her voice was trembling slightly. Ms. Shen, please cooperate. The daughter of the Bai family. Can she really become the daughter of the Bai family? The Bai family that she couldn't look up to and felt that she would never have anything to do with her in this life. If she can really become the daughter of the Bai family, wouldn't she also become the daughter of a famous lady with the same status as Shenro in the future? End of this chapter. I secretly got married to a super boss. Author, Dance Lightly. Chapter 1125. Chapter 1125. No matter how good her life is, what can she do? From now on, she will also be the daughter of a high-class socialite that everyone envies. If she becomes the daughter of the Bai family, what else can Xiao Mian compare with her? So what if she falls in love with Gong Zili? Mong Zili was just playing with her. But now that she has the status of the daughter of the Bai family, it's different. The men she looks up to now will become her equals in the future. Mo family, Yan family, Gong family, all the outstanding men in these big families are no longer beyond her reach. She will also be able to meet an outstanding man like Gong Zili in the future. She can also be on an equal footing with these proud men, and they are no longer out of reach for her. Miss Shen, can you really let me be the daughter of the Bai family? Xiao Angzhen's voice trembled slightly, fearing that she was expecting too much for a happy event, so she couldn't help but confirm again. Of course Shenro felt contempt in her heart, but with an elegant smile on her lips, as long as you do what I say, I can make you the daughter of the Bai family. Why, don't you still believe me? No, of course not. How could I not believe Miss Shen? Xiao Angzhen said hurriedly, I'm just afraid that the Bai family will be hard to fool and they will be exposed. As long as you listen to me and do what I arrange, you won't be exposed, Shenro said with a bit of impatience in her eyes. If you don't believe me and think I don't have such ability, you can also refuse. Xiao Angzhen, I can find a way to make you the daughter of the Bai family, or let someone else get the status of the daughter of the Bai family. I just come to you because I think we are all on the same side, and it can save a lot of trouble. But you have to know that I am not obligated to you. When Xiao Angzhen heard this, her expression suddenly changed. She was afraid that Shenro had really changed her mind, so she immediately said something nice with a smile on her face. Don't worry, Miss Shen, I am definitely on the same side as you. No matter what. Whatever requests Miss Shen has, I will fully cooperate with you. That's good. Shenro had a look of arrogance on her face. She stood up and looked at her condescendingly. Wait for my call. I will let you know after I have arranged everything. After finishing speaking, Shenro turned around and left the box. After she left, the smile on Jiao Angzhen's face faded little by little. After she was sure that Shenro had gone far and could no longer hear her voice, she lowered her face and snorted coldly, "What's so great about it? Isn't it just that you are destined to be the daughter of the Shen family? Wait until I go there later after leaving the Bai family. What else do you have to show off in front of me?" Jiao Angzhen couldn't accept that Jiao Mian had a good real background. But at this moment, she hoped that the daughter left behind by the Bai family was really Jiao Mian. Only in this way can she have a chance to replace Jiao Mian. Thinking of that day, Jiao Angzhen was already faintly excited. She snatched a lot of things from Jiao Mian. But all the things she had snatched from Jiao Mian in the past few years together were not as exciting as the thing she was about to snatch. I never thought that that little might be a member of the Bai family. The little bitch's life is so good. But no matter how good her life is, what can she do? So what if she is really the daughter of the Bai family? In the end, these things will not become her Jiao Angzhen. Asterisk. After Jiao Mian officially signed the contract with MC's official Weibo posted the news of signing her as the spokesperson for the next season, and then liked her. End of this chapter. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. I secretly got married to a super boss. Author, Dance Lightly. Chapter 1126. Chapter 1126 Jiao Mian makes 3. She retweeted it on Weibo. Jiao Mian, it's a great honor to be able to cooperate with my favorite makeup brand. Thank you MC for trusting me and giving me such a good opportunity. I will perform well and not let everyone down. MC's official Weibo posted the news that Jiao Mian had been signed as a spokesperson, and within a few minutes, there were thousands of comments. In the comment area, everyone scolded the MC for being blind. Not only did he find a newbie to represent him, but he even found a newbie who was riddled with dirty stuff. There are still many netizens clamoring to boycott MC if they dare to use Jiao Mian as their spokesperson. They will no longer buy any MC products in the future. In short, the comment area was full of curses. They are all asking MC to change spokespersons, otherwise they will no longer buy MC products. Netizen A, is MC mentally ill? In the past, he always found the most popular first-line artists to endorse him, but this time he actually found a newcomer who has no reputation. Moreover, Jiao Mian's character is so bad and there is a lot of negative information. Isn't MC afraid of damaging the brand image? Netizen B, who doesn't know that MC never uses newcomers? Is this the first time a new person has been hired? I don't understand why I chose Jiao Mian. She has a lot of scandals now, and she doesn't even have a decent work. Can such an artist also serve as the spokesperson for first-line makeup? What does it mean, just her face? Aren't you afraid that netizens won't buy it? Netizen C, is MC crazy? Are you afraid that your future products won't be sold? Even if a new person is needed, no one's turn will be that of the new person named Jiao Mian. Netizen D, what's so strange about this? Don't you know that MC is a brand under Gongxi Group? The crown prince of the Gong family was Jiao Mian's new girlfriend, so what's wrong with being endorsed by someone affiliated with his own company? Netizen E, I just checked and found out that MC is really owned by the Gong family. No wonder a little-known newcomer is used. Isn't the crown prince of the Gong family afraid of damaging MC's brand by praising his little lover so much? Netizen F, I heard that the crown prince of the Gong family and the eldest daughter of the Shen family are a couple. If Jiao Mian really has an affair with the crown prince of the Gong family, what does this mean? Is this meddling in other people's feelings and doing it 3 times? Soon, the comment saying that Gong Zili and Shenro were a couple became a hot topic among netizens. Because of this comment, Jiao Mian became a hot search again. Hashtag reporting by Jiao Mian intervening in the feelings of the eldest daughter of the Shen family hashtag has become a new round of hot searches. She alone occupies the top 5 hot searches. Because the artist that MC signed before revealed that he would continue to cooperate with MC, but later MC announced that the person he signed was Jiao Mian, so many netizens flocked to the artist's Weibo to ask her what was going on. Just after MC officially announced Jiao Mian as the spokesperson for the next season, the previous spokesperson Xiao also posted a Weibo post. The purpose of the Weibo content is to stop netizens from making random guesses. They are free to say whatever MC signs and whomever they sign. Although she regrets not being able to continue to cooperate with MC, she can also understand MC's approach. These words may seem like nothing on the surface. But those who are interested can hear another meaning if they taste it carefully. These words may seem like they understand MC, but they are actually complaining. After a while, a Weibo account suspected to be Xiao's account was dug up by netizens. Netizens found out that Xiao complained in that trumpet that MC had already negotiated an endorsement deal with her for the next season, and even the endorsement fee had been negotiated, and the only step left was to sign the contract. End of this chapter. I secretly got married to a super boss. Author, Dance Lightly. Chapter 1127. Chapter 1127 Taking up Xiao's resources. Then the day before signing the contract, he informed her that the contract could no longer be renewed. She felt very unhappy about this, but she did not dare to offend MC, fearing that she would never have the opportunity to cooperate again. Xiao is still comforting herself in that trumpet. MC must have found a more suitable spokesperson than her. Although she could understand what MC was doing, she still felt a little chilled. If you don't want to sign a contract with her, don't approach her in the first place. Once you approach her, she suddenly changes her mind and wants to sign someone else, which makes her feel very uncomfortable. Of course, Xiao did not directly say that the signing party was MC in the trumpet, but netizens guessed it. Xiao is a popular first-line artist, at the same level as Huang Yilin. Among female celebrities, she has a high traffic volume and a lot of fans. After her account was dug out, fans saw the content posted in her account, and they were so angry that they all went to Jiao Mian's Weibo to scold her. Scold her for being shameless and taking advantage of Xiao's resources. She scolded her for not knowing how much she weighed. Even if she stole MC's endorsement, it would not boost MC's sales at all. In short, Xiao has a lot of loyal fans. Knowing that their idol was robbed of an endorsement by a newcomer, and that the newcomer relied on unspoken rules to rob her of the endorsement, they were all so angry that they scolded Jiao Mian. All of a sudden, all kinds of dirty information about Jiao Mian came out. Grabbing endorsements, having an abortion in high school, being a mistress. Hot searches are also on the ranking list one after another. After the trending search of hashtag Jiao robs Xiao's endorsement hashtag went up, Xiao's Weibo account never showed any response. Many netizens discovered that in the first few minutes after the hot search went up, Xiao Weibo account was logged in. In other words, she has most likely seen all of Jiao Mian's hot searches. But she did not come out to refute the rumors. Jiao Mian's silence made netizens even more convinced that the trumpet was hers. Those things mentioned in the trumpet are the things about Jiao Mian taking away her MC endorsement. How can Xiao's fans tolerate this? More and more fans flocked to Jiao Mian's Weibo to curse. The fighting power of these fans is no weaker than those of two Yuli's girlfriend fans and wife fans. And the other side. Many people who don't know the truth basically believe it after seeing the dirty information. The people eating melons also began to curse Xiao Mian. Not only was Xiao Mian scolded, but MC's official Weibo was also scolded. The topic of boycotting Xiao Mian and boycotting MC hashtag has also become a new round of hot searches. There was such a big commotion on Weibo, and Huanyu Entertainment quickly dispatched public relations to deal with it. First, the hot search was removed, and then the related topics were blocked. The Weibo accounts of the leading netizens have also been blocked. But this is still useless. One hot search was blocked, and a new hot search appeared soon. Asterisk. Huanyu Media, President's Office. As soon as Linda returned to the company, she was called into the office by Zhao Kai. "Tell me, what should I do?" Zhao Kai frowned when he saw her. The public relations department has removed the hot searches as quickly as possible, but they still can't suppress new hot searches. Xiao Xiao's fans have been talking about it, saying they want to help Xiao Xiao get justice. Now even the MC is being attacked by Xiao Xiao's fans. What do you think the MC will do if they want to change their spokesperson when they get angry? You said she is a newbie, but why does she have so many things going on all day long? Mr. Zhao, don't forget that you want her to stay. End of this chapter. I secretly got married to a super boss. Author, Dance Lightly. Chapter 1128. Chapter 1128. Mr. Mo was able to suppress everything. On the way back, Linda saw the hot searches and realized the seriousness of the gaffe. Besides, she can't be blamed for these things. Someone wants to punish her. Can she guard against it? Since it's the rhythm of Xiao Xiao's fans, don't you and her manager know each other? Why don't you just call her and ask her to make a statement? You think I haven't thought about it? Zhao Kai frowned even more tightly. I've already called, but Xiao Xiao is unwilling to come forward and make a statement. Her agent can't do anything to her. Actually, I can understand her. Originally, MC decided to renew her contract. But now, it's normal for her to be angry. Xiao Xiao is unwilling to make a statement. Linda also frowned. Zhao Kai nodded. She doesn't want to. She is probably still angry, so how could she be willing to speak for Xiao Mian? Linda was silent for a while, and her eyes suddenly lit up. If you tell her she doesn't want to, what about someone else? Change someone else. Yes. If she doesn't want to buy your account, she can't even buy Mr. Mo's account. She doesn't have the guts either. You mean, call Mr. Mo? Well, it's now reached this point, and only Mr. Mo can suppress all the things, and these things are such a big deal. I guess Mr. Mo already knows about it. Asterisk. Just as Linda said, Mo Yesi found out not long after Xiao Mian's many scandals were trending on Weibo. In the office, Wei Zheng was reporting to him. Those rumors about the young lady from high school, I have checked all the IP addresses, and Huanyu will file a lawsuit against them when the time comes. As for the scandals between the young lady and the palace master, people are deleting the relevant Weibo content. There is also talk about the young madam snatching MC's endorsement. The account that was taken out is indeed the Weibo account of an artist named Xiao Xiao. Her fan appeal is very strong, and now her fans are constantly posting topics and hot topics. Not long after it was deleted, they posted it again. The first two things are easy to solve, but the artist named Xiao Xiao. Just after Wei Zheng finished his report, his cell phone rang. He took it out, took a look at it, raised his head and said, "Mr. Mo, it was the president of Huanyu who beat me. It should be related to the young lady." Mo Yesi looked cold and uttered one word in a cold voice, "Take it." Wei Zheng picked up immediately. A minute later, he hung up the phone. "Mr. Mo, Mr. Zhao from Huanyu said that the artist named Xiao Xiao needs to issue a statement now to ask her fans to stop leading the rhythm. Otherwise, this matter will not subside for a while. He said that Xiao Xiao is still there. I am angry that MC gave the endorsement to the young lady, so I am afraid that Mr. Mo will have to go out to solve this matter. Mo Yesi felt depressed and his voice was cold. Then go and take care of this matter right away. Yes, Mr. Mo. What if the female artist still disagrees? Then tell her. Mo Yesi's eyes turned cold, and the air pressure on his body dropped several degrees. If she doesn't make a statement, she won't have to hang out in this circle in the future. If she is interested, you can find a similar endorsement to supplement her. I understand, Mr. Mo. Xiao Xiao is Xing'an's artist. I will call Xing'an's president now. Wei Zheng immediately made a call and went out. He explained to the other side according to Mo Yesi's original words. After a moment, he hung up the phone. Mr. Mo, I have conveyed your intention to Xing'an's president. He promised that within half an hour, Xiao Xiao would issue a statement to clarify. Don't worry, everyone. As for Qiao Angzhen pretending to be the daughter of the Bai family, even if she succeeds, it won't last long. And Brother Bai and others are definitely on Mianmian's side. Father Bai and Mother Bai are not fools, and Qiao Angzhen will not be proud for long in the future. End of this chapter. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. I secretly got married to a super boss. Author, Dance Lightly. Chapter 1129. Chapter 1129, The young lady's wishes are the main priority. After hearing this, Mo Yesi still had a sullen expression on his face. Looking at his boss's gloomy face and feeling the increasingly breathless low pressure on his body, Wei Zheng felt a lot of pressure. He did not dare to take a breath. Mr. Mo is obviously angry. Sigh, no wonder President Mo is so angry. The young lady has been criticized every now and then for the past 3 days. Sometimes she is said to be a mistress, sometimes she is said to have had an abortion in high school, and she is also said to be the mistress of the palace. Young Master Gong is Mr. Mo's brother. His wife is said to be his brother's little lover. No man would be able to accept this. Moreover, Mr. Mo, the real husband, cannot come out openly to refute the rumors. Because of the young madam's profession, he cannot disclose his relationship with the young madam. It's quite frustrating to think about Mr. Mo. If it were any other woman, she would definitely be eager to have an open relationship with him right away. Those who are thinking of ways should also disclose them to him. Who would want to hide it if they could be with President Mo? They all want to be able to announce it to the whole world immediately. After all, Mr. Mo, his family, is a high-quality and good man who is rare to find from thousands of miles away. Once a woman meets him, she wants to hold him firmly. But the young lady. It seems that Mr. Mo is not at all worried about being snatched away by other women, and he is particularly relieved about Mr. Mo. He could see that Mr. Mo wanted to make things public with the young lady, but the young lady had no intention of doing so. Mr. Mo is proud and arrogant, and he loves the young lady so much. Of course, the young lady's wishes take priority. But these things that are happening now are all because the young madam and Mr. Mo have not made it public for a long time, so there are so many people spreading rumors about the young madam's relationship with other men. If they knew that the young madam was the wife of the president of the Mo group, who else dares to blackmail the young lady all day long? Unless you are tired of living. Mr. Mo, don't worry, Xing'an knows it's your intention. I dare not betray your face. Wei Zheng thought that Mo Yesi was still angry about Jiao Mianmian's scandal, so he hurriedly said, the company's public relations is already handling the relevant matters. It's over, all the dirty information about the young lady will be removed soon. As for those who spread rumors and cause trouble, We have also obtained information from Weibo and will definitely punish them severely. After Wei Zheng finished speaking, Mo Yesi raised his head and looked at him with a pair of deep dark eyes. MC is a cosmetics brand owned by Gongxi. Huh, Wei Zheng was stunned for a moment, then nodded immediately. Yes, the cosmetics endorsement that the young lady signed is owned by the Gong family. A-line makeup. Yes, first line makeup. Then do you think, under normal circumstances, a first-line cosmetics brand will find a new person to endorse it? When Mo Yesi said this, the expression on his face was normal, and he was just asking casually at any time. But Wei Zheng did not ignore the coldness in his eyes. He reacted quickly. Mr. Mo is jealous of young Master Gong? If things go by normal circumstances, the young lady's current fame will definitely not be able to get endorsements from MC. Every spokesperson of MC in the past is the most popular first-line artist, and there has never been a precedent of using a newcomer. Signing with young madam is probably the first time MC brand has used a newcomer in so many years since its establishment. Even those netizens on Weibo feel that the young lady got her endorsement through the back door. This also makes the scandal between the young lady and the palace master become more and more ambiguous. End of this chapter. I secretly got married to a super boss. Author, Dance Lightly. Chapter 1130. Chapter 1130. I will bear all the consequences. In fact, not to mention those netizens, even Wei Zheng felt that something was wrong with this matter. If Mr. Mo hadn't said hello to the young Master Gong and asked the young master to speak for the young madam, then this matter would really be a bit unclear. Wei Zheng's expression changed slightly when he thought about the previous scandals again. Is it possible that the young master really has some thoughts about the young lady? But this cannot be done. The young lady is Mr. Mo's wife, and the young master also knows this. Besides, hasn't young Master Gong always liked Miss Shen? Wei Zheng thought again and again, carefully glanced at Mo Yesi's face at this time, and then carefully replied, Mr. Mo, MC used to be a first-line artist. Under normal circumstances, the young lady should not be able to get this endorsement. But I guess her agent had contact with MC, and then the people there knew that the young lady was yours, so Mr. Gong gave this endorsement for your sake? Or maybe the young lady's appearance is in line with their requirements, so this time they made an exception and hired a new person. Wei Zheng did not dare to express his suspicions. He wants to live for 2 more years. But even if he didn't say anything, Mr. Mo was already unhappy about this matter. Otherwise, I wouldn't have suddenly asked him these questions. I'm afraid even Mr. Mo also sensed that something was wrong. You think so? Mo Yesi squinted his eyes, but there wasn't much emotion in his voice. Yes, Wei Zheng nodded, becoming more cautious. Okay, I understand. Mo Yesi was silent for a moment, then waved his hand, go out and I'll call you if anything happens. Yes, Mr. Mo. Wei Zheng was eager to leave immediately. At times like this, if you can avoid dazzling Mr. Mo in front of his eyes, then you must not dazzle him in front of him. The wisest approach is to reduce the presence as much as possible. Wei Zheng turned around and ran away immediately, walking out of the office as fast as flying. Wait a moment. He had just taken a few steps when he heard Mo Yesi's cold voice without any warmth coming from behind him, call Zhao Kai and tell him that this matter must be dealt with strictly. All those who spread rumors and cause trouble, no matter who they are, report them all to death. I will bear all the consequences. Wei Zheng paused and heard that Mo Yesi was really angry this time. It's different from any time before. He specifically told us to deal with it strictly this time. Those who spread rumors to cause trouble and smear the young lady will be in misfortune. However, he also felt that it was time to severely punish those black men. If these people who casually spread rumors and slander are not dealt with properly and let others know the seriousness of casually slandering the young lady, I am afraid that these things will continue to happen one after another in the future. Asterisk. After Wei Zheng left, Mo Yesi picked up his cell phone and called Chiao Mian. After he was connected, a soft and sweet voice came into his ears. Mo Yesi, are you done with your work? Do you have any entertainment at noon today? If not, should we have lunch together? When Mo Yesi heard the girl's soft and sweet voice, he was filled with anger, as if a basin of cool ice water had been poured on him, and most of the anger was instantly gone. But when he thought of the messy black material he had just seen on Weibo, his eyes darkened again. He tried his best to suppress the unknown fire in his heart, stretched out his hand to rub his eyebrows, took a deep breath and said, "Where are you now?" Chiao Mian was still in the car when she answered his call. "Sister Linda answered an advertisement for me. I just signed the contract and am going to find you. I estimate that I will be at Mo's in 5 minutes. After reading everyone's comments, I just want to say, don't be in a hurry. But we have to do it one by one, okay? There is so much foreshadowing now, maybe you will feel aggrieved and uncomfortable watching it, but it is also for the pleasure of being tortured later. Don't worry about Jiao Angzhen's impersonation. As I said before, Bai Yusheng is not a fool, and neither is MRS Bai. End of this chapter.